Hello everybody, today I'm going to be taking a look at some Wadrun Bloodied and Braves for Conquest, Last Argument of Kings by Para Bellum. Okay, so I'm going to be taking a look at the Wadrun Braves for Para Bellum's Conquest, although I'm also going to be taking a look at the Wadrun Bloodied because these sets are dual kits. So you'll find them listed separately, but everything you need to play either is available in the box. As you can see, this makes 12 Bloodied or Braves in hard plastic. You also get the bases. Inside the box, we get the bases, all the relevant sprues, our assembly instructions and cards. So cards first, both sleeved, which is a nice touch they've started doing. So your Braves and your Bloodied, either or. So if you can't get one, the other will do. The assembly instructions then, fairly straightforward. Building the Bloodied or Braves, single troop, hand weapon and, spear and shield for the Braves, and the Bloodied 2 hand weapons. Also shows you how to make the commanders with a few options, and the standard. Does not show you how to build everybody, however, as you can see here, there's not a huge amount to the sprues, so it's fairly self-explanatory how you build the others. Looking at the sprues, you get 7. We have a unique sprue, which is our command sprue. So we have this sort of double-sided glaive, big, spectacular standard top, a smaller, chunky standard top on the actual staff itself, and then a few headdresses, including a spectacular skull. Nice set of figures. Then we have 3 large and 3 small sprues. So the smallest contains 2 spare right-handed spears. I say spare, 2 of the spears right-handed, a single left-handed, some sort of spinal club / axe. Some of our headdresses, heads, and a loincloth. The loincloth is for Warrior A, as you can see. For these are all numbered or lettered. The big sprue. Each pair of sprues allows you to build 4 models, essentially. So we see the bodies are spears, and then the single-handed weapons, some cleavers and axe, different axe, a few of the smaller shields, and these big, large wicker shields, which I absolutely love. It's giving me really strong African tribal vibes, which is probably how I'm going to paint them. As you can see, bodies are labelled, so B's, A, D, other half of D, and so on. Fairly simple to build. Once the body's complete, you only have to add your arms and head, at which point it's all optional. So I've done just that. I've built 4 as my Braves, although without the shields. And you can see, nice set of sculpts, massive models. They stand around, what's that, almost 40mm to eye level. So big, big figures. A variety of armour and animal skins and bones and decoration. Bit of cleanup to do and also a bit of filling in places. So you can see the line under the arm there, where the two halves of the body join together. Because it's plastic, that's not going to be a massive issue. They're a really fun looking faction with a whole host of, I suppose, historic or cultural tribal look blended together. I guess I'm getting strong African vibes off them. But there's also a few bits and pieces that also could equally be Mesoamerican. So that's how they look if you build them as the Braves. If you build them as Bloodied, a bit more rambunctious. See here some of the figures. You get some posability from the separate arms, but it's worth keeping an eye on where muscles are, because you could put them on at an angle where they will look out of place. I also built a pair up as champions for the units. So I went with a whole host of dreadlocks. To lead my Braves. And for the Bloodied, I went for the massive two-handed glaive and the feathered headdress. Interesting thing, the headdress is the head that takes that skull off the command sprue. But I just didn't like it. I wanted to be able to see the face. Maybe if I do a second regiment, I'll pop one on. Finally, we have our standard. And this is where, I mean, you're not going to miss him on the battlefield if you're trying to work out where that regiment of Braves has gone. It's stonkingly big. How stonkingly big is it? It's 11 centimeters, 110 millimeters tall, from feet to banner top. But here we have that, as I say, sort of South or Middle American feel come through. So they've blended several styles together into a sort of very unified feel for the Wadroon. I really like them. Very different. So anyway, that is the Bloodied and Braves box set. So there we have it, a beautiful range of massive Saurian fighters for your tabletop. So if you're planning on playing the Wadroon, you're obviously going to have quite a lot of these Bloodied and Braves, and they're a lovely kit. And the fact that you can make either or with a bit of variety in there really helps make your forces stand out on the tabletop and also not have that repetitious look that you sometimes might see. Let me know what you think below. I'm going to move on. I'll speak to you soon.
Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.